And finally, forget the catwalks of Paris and Milan. Fashion's newest runway is apparently the chaotic, honking streets of India. Louis Vuitton has turned India's humble autorickshaw into a handbag, and it probably costs more than the vehicle itself. But while global fashion houses have been cashing in on Indian craftsmanship, guess who's missing from the credits? You guessed it, India. Our final report explores how couture loves India's culture, just not enough to say it out loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up those seatbelts. Or should we say, strap in your overpriced handbags. Because fashion's latest muse isn't a Parisian cafe or a Milanese alley. It's India's ever-dependable, ever-noisy, and now couture-approved autorickshaw. Louis Vuitton has officially turned the humble autorickshaw into a luxury handbag. This three-wheeled wonder made its designer debut at Louis Vuitton's men's Spring-Summer 2026 show, under the starry-eyed vision of Pharrell Williams, decked in the brand's signature monogram and finished with camel-hued leather, mini wheels, and handles that could double as luggage cart material. The rickshaw bag hybrid has the internet gasping, giggling, Googling conversion rates, but wait before you hail this as a quirky one-off. Let's talk about a pattern more familiar than your grandmother's embroidered shawl. The Great Indian Craft Appropriation Tour is on full throttle, and Louis Vuitton isn't the only passenger. Enter Dior, the brand that thought Mukaish embroidery was a cute metallic touch you could slap onto a $200,000 coat without mentioning the 12 Indian artisans who spent 34 days creating it unveiled at Paris Fashion Week. The coat shimmered in gold and ivory under the spotlights, while the credit shimmered nowhere. People were quick to point out that the Mukaish embroidery work is an ancient Lucknowi art of embedding thin metal wires, traditionally used for royal finery. The artwork was now being paraded down Paris runways, with a hefty price tag and zero acknowledgement. Then there's Prada. It turned the iconic Kolhapuri chappal into a 1.2 lakh or $1,400 runway moment. Minus the name, the nod, or even a post-credit scene for the artisans. After public backlash and a few uncomfortable Instagram stories later, Prada admitted the design was inspired by Indian craftsmanship and might include artisans in the process eventually. Let's not pretend this is new. Western fashion houses have been raiding India's cultural closet for years. Chanel's 2012 pre-fall Paris-Bombay collection, featuring sherwanis and jodhpurs, served with champagne and confusion. The sari collection by Hermes, because clearly India needed to be told how to wear its own garment at 5-digit euro prices. Isabel Marant's plagiarized Kutch embroidery, rebranded for Coachella goers. The fashion industry in the West has a long-standing habit of treating Indian design elements like a pick and mix buffet. Take a little embroidery here, a silhouette there, stir in some exotic storytelling, and voila, runway ready. The credit? Usually given to quote-unquote visionary designers and innovative creative directors, while the artisans who preserve these crafts across the generations are tucked away. It's not that India minds being a muse, it minds being uninvited from its own tribute. So the next time you see a LV autorickshaw, a Mukaish coat, or a Prada touring sandal, remember, somewhere in India, a real autorickshaw is dodging potholes, a Mukaish artisan is threading history into fabrics, and a Kolhapuri cobbler is stitching leather by hand. Without runway lighting, applause, or credits.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$4 以上も.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.